Hello, everyone. My name is Brendan Marr. That noise you're hearing is my ventilator. And welcome to Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. Today, I'd like to talk about how Emperor Palpatine may return in the Rise of Skywalker. Now, some of this I've said before, so bear with me. But I decided to devote an entire episode to it. So, as a side note, Comic-Con is in full swing right now. But we're not really going to get any Rise of Skywalker material, as none of the major Disney properties are having a panel at Comic-Con in San Diego. Now, D23, which is the Disney Expo, is the end of August, so a month away. And hopefully there we will be getting information on not just the Rise of Skywalker, but also on The Mandalorian and other upcoming projects. That being said, let's jump back into The Rise of Skywalker. Very interesting twist in the teaser that it plays Princess Leia's theme. It's very emotional. Lots of that. And Luke says, no one's ever really gone, which we take as a very, to us sounds very hopeful and very positive and optimistic. Which it is, even though, of course, that last shot is the Death Star ruins. But the music gives us that hopeful sense. And just when you think the teaser's over, you hear that laugh. We know that laugh well. Interesting that they were looking at the wreckage of the Death Star immediately followed by the laugh. So the laugh from Palpatine. Palpatine will return in some fashion. Now, let me say this, and I just as soon not say it. J.J. Abrams and his team have been known to how do I put this? They've been known to mess with us. But unlike The Last Jedi, where there truly were a lot of surprises that were interesting and were not given away at all by the advertising, J.J. Abrams has been known to toy with us in his trailers. Now, directors don't make the movie trailers, just to be clear. There is a whole department that's job is to make trailers for a company. But I'm sure JJ had something to do with it, because sometimes directors are allowed to have a little bit of a say in it. But regardless, whoever's in charge of it, trailers for J.J. Abrams movies have been known to mess with us. And there have been times when we have been misled in ways that are kind of insulting to us as an audience. It's entirely possible that Palpatine barely appears in this movie, and all of that was for nothing, and we're going to be grabbing our torches and pitchforks and hunting down J.J. Abrams, like we did after Star Trek Into Darkness, with the infamous Khan foolery. Tomfoolery, I should say. So, that is a distinct possibility. Considering, though, that Ian McDiarmid came on stage after the teaser, the man who plays the Emperor, I get the feeling that he's going to play a large role. And if he doesn't, then J.J. Abrams will have insulted us. However, let's discuss how he may return. I do not believe, personally, that Palpatine is alive. Now, will he end up alive in the movie? Yeah, but I don't think he's been alive for 30 years hanging out in the Death Star ruins. No, I believe his body was destroyed. Keyword, body. So, what else is there? His spirit. I believe it is entirely possible that Palpatine found a way to preserve his spirit after death. And that maybe his spirit is haunting the ruins of the Death Star. I have a theory that the Sith can only haunt specific objects. I believe that the Jedi ghosts, Force ghosts, can travel anywhere and do quite a number of things, as we saw Yoda do. I think that if the Sith do have ghosts, that they are maybe tied to an object or a location. Now, there's a rumor that George Lucas told somebody that Sith can't have ghosts. Well, unfortunately, this isn't George Lucas's story anymore. Now, I don't know. So, that being said, I don't know if it's Palpatine's Sith ghost, but that would be kind of interesting to see a Sith ghost hunting the ruins of the Death Star. Or maybe it's not. It's more of a he has been able to possess the body of somebody else. Oh, okay. Now, yet again, this would imply that his spirit survived his death. Let's say, for argument's sake, that his spirit did survive, but it can't act like a Force ghost. Maybe it needs to possess somebody in order to have any existence. Have any existence at all. Maybe General Pride is possessed by the spirit of Palpatine. Maybe it's this mysterious character that Matt Smith is supposedly going to be playing. Earlier this week, I talked about the fact that there is a little bit of Matt Smith, who played one of the recent Doctor Who's, is supposedly in the Rise of Skywalker. According to early rumors, apparently he appeared on the cast list briefly, only to disappear from it mysteriously. And he's claimed he's not in it. Now, it's entirely possible that he was cast in a role but had to drop out. That's possible. And maybe that was after they put out the cast list. He said, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. A family emergency or something. You know, those things happen. Or health, or just maybe out of scheduling conflict. But there is still a possibility that all this is a deception and that he is in the movie. And that maybe he's possessed by Palpatine. I don't know. The point is, I think Palpatine is going to return in some fashion. I think it's going to be more than just his presence in terms of like his shadow looms large in the galaxy, even though he's been dead for 30 years. I think it's going to be more than that. So I believe that it's either he is possessing someone, either he's haunting the Death Star ruins, or maybe there's a way to resurrect him maybe he is deceased, but hidden among Sith knowledge that maybe Kylo Ren was exploring is information on how to resurrect Palpatine and actually bring him back to life in the flesh. It's not beyond the realm of possibility. That would cheat things a little bit, but whatever. Let me go out on a limb here and make a very bold suggestion. Maybe Kylo Ren ends up teaming up with our heroes. Maybe he's kicked out of the Jedi Order, or not the Jedi Order, the First Order, or there's a split in the First Order. Maybe he teams up with our heroes to go to the ruins of the Death Star in order to maybe get an object that can resurrect Luke Skywalker. I know I'm going out on a limb here, but just bear with me. Maybe they're like, Kylo's like, I know a way we can resurrect Luke. So they're like, okay. And they go to the ruins of the Death Star, and they get there, but Kylo Ren pulls a fast one on them. And says, nope, I'm going to use this knowledge to resurrect Palpatine. Sorry, suckers. Maybe. And he resurrects Palpatine. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It's hard to say, but I think it's most likely, the two most likely scenarios are, number one, he's possessing somebody. And number two, he's a ghost, a Sith ghost haunting the ruins of the Death Star. Or hunting some other object or ruins. Those are the two I think most likely. I think the third one that I suggested of resurrecting him, it's possible, but I'd say that's the least likely. At least according to my theories. Yet again, I am speculating responsibly, or at least trying to. When the movie comes out, I am going to try my best to leave all my expectations and my speculations at the door. And also my laundry list of what should happen. I'm going to lay all that aside and say, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this movie. Or not enjoy it, but I'm going to take this movie for what it is. And either I like it or I don't. If I do like it, yay, great end of the Star Wars saga. If I don't like it, the original movies are still amazing. So those are my thoughts on the return of Palpatine. Let me know what you think. My name is Brendan Moore. That noise you hear is my ventilator. And thank you so much for tuning in to Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. May the Force be with you.